Today I'm going to be making you some lasagna soup. I've already browned my ground beef and my onion, and I've already set those aside. And right now I've put in drained it and set that aside, and I'm putting in my chopped garlic. I'm waiting for that to toast just a little bit before I start adding everything else back in. This soup calls for Italian sausage. My family hates that. So I just substituted a little bit of ground turkey and a little bit of ground beef. And that's what we're using. But you don't have to do that. You can do ground turkey completely. You can do a mixture of sausage and ground beef, you know, or all ground beef, whatever. It doesn't matter. You need about 2 pounds for this recipe of whatever meat you choose. And I just chopped up an onion. And you're going to need a large can of diced tomatoes, 30-ounce can. You're going to need a 15-ounce can of tomato sauce. And then we got a few seasonings we're going to have to go in there. Instead of broken lasagna noodles, which you're welcome to use, I'm just going to use some bow ties that I have instead. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and start adding everything in. So tomato sauce, large can of diced tomatoes, and I just made 4 cups of beef broth with some water and bouillon. I'm going to go ahead and pour it in, even though the bouillon's not completely dissolved yet. So we'll go ahead and pour all that in and let that be cooked. I've already got this on a low simmer. Alright, let's go ahead and put our hamburger meat back in there. I cooked way more than I needed to, so I'm only going to put in the 2 pounds worth. Make sure I got all of my everything. Okay, so you're gonna need about a tablespoon of Italian seasoning. So that's quite a bit. Okay. You're gonna need 2 bay leaves. And like I told y'all, these are the best things to have on hand for soups. You need to keep some of these in your pantry. 2 bay leaves. And a teaspoon of black pepper. And we're not going to put in the noodles or pasta, whatever pasta that is that you use, until this is warmed up quite a bit. So I've got this to boiling, and I've already cut the heat down just a little bit. And I'm going to go ahead and add my pasta, which I told y'all would be bow ties. And so I'm going to keep this stirred up. My bay leaves are still in the soup, because I want that to continue to just get all of that seasoning out of those leaves in the soup. You want this to come to al dente, so keep a watch on it and keep kind of stirring it so it doesn't stick together. Okay, and the next thing is I'm going to show y'all the cheese part of this soup. Okay, y'all, so I'm going to show you real quick the cheese topping that's going to go on this while the soup finishes. And then once I get the soup completely finished and put in a bowl, I'm going to show you that and show you how to assemble. Okay? Real quick, you need 1 cup of mozzarella shredded in your bowl. You need a cup of ricotta or cottage cheese, either one. Okay? And let's see, I'm going to try to do this best I can. About a cup's worth of parm. Stir all that up. This is not gonna work. Get something else. Okay. Just real quick, combine this. Best you can. So it was a cup of everything, a cup of ricotta or cottage cheese, either one, a cup of mozzarella, and a cup of Parmesan cheese. And then you need about a tablespoon more of Italian seasoning. I'm gonna kind of do a little bit less then. A little bit less than a tablespoon because that's a lot. So mix this all in, and you could use just straight up basil if you didn't want to do all the Italian seasoning. Because I know in my regular lasagna that I make, my homemade lasagna, I only use basil. Okay. So you just store this in the fridge until you're ready to serve. And let's get that soup finished. Okay, y'all, this is the finished product here. So I put it in a bowl, and then you're supposed to take a dollop of the cheese and put on top when you go to serve. And I guess the recipient will just stir that in with the soup, and then it'll melt a little bit because the soup's hot. So it's something a little different.